You guys remember how in the last part I was saying we were going to pick up with Towa? That was a lie. And the reason that was a lie is because I just remembered that we have a side quest we need to do. And I'm not surprised I forgot about it in the last part because of the person that it involves. He's not someone I care about too much. And it's Patrick himself. The funny looking little guy here that's always trying to get with Elise. Honestly, if this is like the Angelica quest where we get to fight him, I'm about to put him in the dirt bad. But I think it's about Celestin. I believe that's what I said last time as well. Because we know there's something going on. At least in his point of view there is. Because I believe the last time we were talking to Patrick, he brought up Celestin. You still haven't taken your leave. He really does seem down. Let's ask him about what happened. Also, hopefully you guys are doing well. Would you mind telling me what happened? I'm not trying to offer you my help as charity or anything like that, but sometimes it can help just to talk things through with someone. You really are a strange fellow, aren't you? But if I must, I must. If you wouldn't mind. Where do I begin? To be completely frank, I'm a little concerned about Celestin. Okay, yeah, it is about Celestin. Makes sense. That's the cool thing about walking around and speaking to everyone, is that you can kind of pick up on what someone's quest could be related to. Because you'll have that like former insight, having spoken to them prior. That's a surprise. I can't imagine what a butler of his skill could do to cause someone else concern. Huh. It seems you may have been overestimating his abilities somewhat. For the last week or so, he's been acting rather odd, for lack of a better term. Not only has he stopped reprimanding me when he normally would, he's taken to spoiling me too. Worse yet, every reply he gives me sounds half-hearted and empty. Now that is odd for him. And this is the first time he's ever done something like this too. Don't misunderstand me, he still performs his duty as a butler magnificently. However, his actions of late have made him seem distant, more so than ever. Curiously, I've also overheard him discussing seemingly serious issues over the telephone too. Something must be going on. Agreed. Unfortunately, whenever I bring it up, he simply brushes me off. This infantilizing, of course, but more dishearteningly, it feels like a betrayal of trust. I've never seen the two of us as typical master and servant, but something more. Oh, brothers. I think I mentioned that before. He's more like a brother. Perhaps something more akin to brothers. I mean, yes, Celestin does treat him like a brother in my eyes, especially earlier on. Maybe I can worm some details out of him. Oh? It's possible he might be going through something that he'd rather not involve those he cares about in. But I won't get involved if you don't want me to. If that's the case, you truly wouldn't mind? Not in the slightest. Leave it to me. What exactly do you hope to gain by helping me, Schwarzer? I mean, I don't think it's about gaining anything. suppose it doesn't matter. We'll likely find Celestin attending to the upper class dorm. I'll leave discovering the truth to you. I'll head right over there. Quest Celestin's secret. Hold on, let's... Well then, Schwarzer, I'll leave this issue in your hands. I'll be here when you're ready to report. Alright then. Dun, 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 dun. Love it. It's Lottie. Oh, hello there. Is there something I can help you with? She's so cute. I'm actually looking for Celestin. You haven't seen him around anywhere, have you? I have, but he left for a dorm just a short while ago. Oh, he left for our dorm. So is he going to speak with Sharon? He mentioned having something to collect from Sharon. From Sharon, huh? Wonder what it is. Thank you very much for the info. Try to catch him over there. Okay, there's Sharon. It seems like he's already left again. Oh, hello, Master Ring. Is there something you need from me? I'm actually searching for Celestin right now. Have you seen him? I heard that he was headed over here. Indeed. You missed him by a matter of moments. As it happens, I made too much for dinner this evening. So I decided to offer him what we wouldn't be able to eat, which he said he would gladly take off of our hands. So he was here to collect it. Yeah, I see. Maids and butlers have their own economy here, huh? Don't they? Does that mean he headed back to the upper class dorm then? Not necessarily. There was something about his demeanor today that seemed quite different than usual. He was considering a brief stop at Kirch's on his way back to unwind a little. Though I can't say for sure that he's headed there. Kirch's, was it? Well, that's my next stop at least. Thank you, Sharon. You're very welcome. No. Alright, let's keep it pushing. Let's head over to Kirch's. Watch him not even be here and we gotta speak to Fred. Oh, he's here. Okay, Celestin? Celestin. Good day, Master Rain. My apologies as always for the constant trouble Master Patrick causes you. Oh, no worries. He's not half as much trouble as he tries to be. Hold on a sec. Is that alcohol you're drinking? Not even I can escape the allure of drinking on the job once in a while. Sorry, that was my terrible attempt at a joke. Of course, this is non-alcoholic. I'm here for the atmosphere rather than the intoxication. I see. Patrick was right. He is acting kinda strange. Time for me to get to the bottom of this. Hey, Celestin. If I may, Master Rain, allow me to guess the sequence of events that brought you here. On your way to the training hall, you just so happened to bump into Master Patrick. After a period of guarded discussion, he let slip his worries about me. It's a weird way to, form that sense. It works, but it's just weird. And being the paragon of selflessness you are, you offered to talk with me, which ultimately led you here. Am I correct? No reason to hide it. You already figured it all out. You haven't been watching us from the shadows or anything, have you? Not at all. It was a simple deduction when you know the pieces in play and the surrounding circumstances. However, the real surprise is that Master Patrick could bring himself to make a request of you. I must have caused him more concern than I'd ever imagined. He's really worried about you. I don't want to ask you to say any more than you're comfortable with, but isn't there anything you could tell me? Let's just say that things are rather complex. Then, would you prefer to talk to Patrick about whatever's going on? I feel kind of bad for him the way things stand. I understand. You've come all this way for Master Patrick's sake, so it would be rude of me to leave things as they are. But just telling you everything would be a bit of a bore, so why don't we play a little card game? What kind of card game? I have 2 blade cards here. Oh boy, here we go with this blade shit. You know, I've been on a bit of a losing streak lately. Even lost the crow. I don't plan on losing this one. One card is a 1 and the other is a 7. Now watch carefully as I shuffle these. Correctly guess which one is the 7 and you win. Do that and I'll tell you everything you wish to know. Well, if you don't mind me getting one question in now, is there a point to all of this? I admit that it's kind of an unusual requirement, but this is a deeply personal matter, so I'm a little hesitant to discuss it. In other words, I'd rather put myself into a situation in which I don't have the choice not to. Now it makes sense. Well then, I accept your challenge. Thank you. Which one are we looking for again? The 7? The card on the right? I'll go with the card on the right. Understood. Allow me to flip the card. And there's the 7. Looks like I win, Celestin. Indeed, excellently played, Master Ring. So, if you wouldn't mind. Fear not, I'm a man of my word. Wait, that was it? I feel like that was anticlimactic. I thought it was gonna be a little bit faster or something. But how do I begin? I recently received a direct order to return to the High Arms household from the Marquis himself. Oh. In fact, I'm expected to return to Sinkark as early as next week. Are you serious? Bravely. Personally, I'd much rather stay by Master Patrick's side. However, I've been told that things are getting hectic over there. I see. I'm surprised to hear that the Marquis would ask for Celestin specifically. He must be even more talented than we think he is. I mean, you can't sleep on the butlers. And also the maids at this point. However, Marquis High Arms is an incredibly good-hearted man. It's entirely possible that he will allow me to continue to do as I wish so long as I carry out the duties he asks of me. So I've been trying to find a way to remain interested, no matter how much additional work I must do. Damn. Yeah, he really cares about Patrick, though. Makes sense. I think he's been with him for a while. It's probably similar to Lisa and Sharon. That's what's had me so occupied of late. But I'm kind of curious though, Celestin. You're willing to go through all this trouble and whatnot, but what you just told us, why is that not something you could tell Patrick? Maybe I'm just clueless. I feel like you could tell Patrick this. And then again, I don't really know Patrick all that well. Maybe you might think, maybe he knows him. Who knows what Patrick will say? And that, embarrassingly enough, has been the root of my odd behavior. That'd do it. But do you mind if I ask why you want to stay by Patrick's side that much, though? Perhaps it does seem a bit strange from your perspective. For me, not really. Like I just said earlier, they seem more like brothers than anything else. I'm afraid we don't have the time for the full story, but I will say this. Master Patrick was the one to treat me not as a servant, but as an equal. He gave me a place in the world that others couldn't, and for that I would do anything for him. I never knew. So this is what Patrick meant when he said they're more than just master and servant. That said, I feel terrible that my attempts to remain by his side have caused him so much concern. But telling you all this made up my mind. How so? Are you gonna go actually have a talk with him? I've decided I'm going to tell his lordship exactly how I feel. Should that fail, I will simply have to think of something else, but I will stay with Master Patrick. But it was speaking to you that allowed me to reach that conclusion. If bouncing your thoughts off of me helped, then I'm glad I was here. Well then, I shouldn't waste another minute here if I want to settle all this. Allow me to take my leave, Master Rean. Good luck. I hope everything works out for you. Also, could I ask you to explain my behavior to Master Patrick? I have some explaining of my own to do later, of course, but I would like it if you could at least share the basic details and my feelings on the matter with him. Of course. You can count on me. That was a nice little moment with Celestin. Let's head on over back to the gymnasium and speak with Patty Cakes. Did you get anything out of Celestin? I did. Ring told Patrick about their card game and what Celestin told him afterward. So he's been told to return to Sync Art. Yet he's still doing everything in his power to prevent that from happening. Trying to take action without consulting me again. What foolishness. Why do you seem so happy about that? Dude was smiling up a storm, huh? Happy? Sometimes I wonder what color your sky is, Schwarzer. Besides, even if Celestin were forced to leave my side, I would be perfectly... No matter. You did well today. You're the last person I'd want to be indebted to, so take this and call us even. Patrick thrust the steel blue into Ring's hands. Hold on, I didn't help you expecting some kind of reward. And that just makes things even worse. I do not wish to be in your debt. Think of this as me having filed a formal request and having you fulfilled it, nothing more. As such, you received your reward, walk away, no loose ends remain. Got it. Quest Celestin's secret completed. You've done what you needed, or you've done what I needed you to. Your presence is no longer necessary. Do not mistake my relieved expression for one of gratitude. Nothing could be further from the truth. Whatever you say, dude. Okay, now we can finally go speak to our lovely student council president, Towa. Well, here we are. I wonder if Towa's already inside. After entering the computer room, you won't be able to roam around for the remainder of the day. Any bonding events which have not been triggered will no longer be viewable. Stay out and about, or are we gonna knock and enter? Yo, I can't wait to see this. Towa.
Huh? Doesn't sound like she's here yet.
That's a surprise. I was usually on point with things. She must have been extremely busy.
Oh,
What? Oh, taking a little nap. Finally caught up to you, didn't it?
at least she's getting some rest. Must be a rare treat for her.
Yep, because she's always overworking herself when she needs a lot of breaks, because she's only human and only one person.
What to do, though? I'd almost feel bad about waking her.
Wake her by poking her cheeks or let her sleep. We don't have to wake her up right at this moment, do we? No, I don't like waking people up either. And plus, I would like for her to rest a little bit longer. Maybe she might wake up on her own.
She must be really tired. I should let her sleep a while longer. Oh, right.
Nice
There we
guy
go.
read.
I guess I'll just read a book or something while I'm waiting.
Yeah, because honestly, she might wake up in a bit. You don't know how long she's been sleeping already. Even though we do need advice for the festival. Oh, there she goes.
Huh? Where am I?
So you finally woke up, sleepyhead. My student
Jacket?
council president can't be this cute, can she?
Oh, hey, you're awake.
Huh? Reen?
So,
Oh, right. I came here after the conference was over. So this jacket is... Oh no! I'm so sorry! I can't believe I fell asleep after asking you to come all the way here.
it's not that big of a deal.
Don't worry about it. You're doing me a favor here. I appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule for me.
Honestly, do we have this outfit as an actual like costume? Because I kind of like the way this looks, like the long sleeve over the short sleeve shirt. Is this a thing?
Aww. Why is it that you always seem to catch me at the weirdest moments?
Yeah, nothing weird about that.
Still. Thanks.
No problem. Glad to do what I can. It wasn't too hot, was it?
No, of course not. It felt really nice and warm.
Well, that's good.
But anyway, that's not the point. Now, listen here, Reen.
Yeah, look at her little face.
Huh?
I mean, lending me your jacket was very sweet and gentlemanly of you, and I'm kind of happy you did. But it's not very gentlemanly to sit and stare at a girl when she's sleeping, you know.
No, I didn't know he was doing that. I thought he was kind of just reading or something, or kind of just chilling. I didn't know he was staring a hole in you, like just like a magnifying glass.
I'm sorry? You were sleeping so peacefully that it seemed almost wrong to wake you up.
Yeah, I would have felt bad, especially after you work so hard. You never take any sort of breaks. I feel like, I don't know, I don't think I could ever bring myself to wake you up.
But I guess it was inconsiderate of me to just let you nap there.
No. I'm not annoyed with you. It's just kind of weird to randomly watch people sleep, you know? If it was someone else, they might have misunderstood.
That's true, but why would you do that with someone you don't know, though? I feel like if I came into a classroom and I seen someone sleeping and I didn't know who they were, I would wake them up because it's time to leave the academy soon. I wouldn't let them sleep. But with you, we know you, Towa, and you work so hard and you never take breaks. You never really rest that much. And you needed it clearly, otherwise you wouldn't have been asleep right there. And on top of that, like, why not let you rest? I wouldn't be staring holes at you like Ring was though, but I just would have been sitting there, maybe found a book or something. And maybe after a bit of time passed, if you didn't wake up, then I would have woke you up. Like if 10, 15 minutes passed. I feel like that's not too big of a deal.
Anyway.
Yeah, she went off on us.
I asked you to meet me here so I could show you more about the concert we put on for last year's festival.
Scolded by Towa. Guys, did I win? Let me stop. Simp actress.
Oh, you mean the one you did with Angelica, Crow, and George? Do you have some record of it here?
Actually, I do.
No, let's see this.
George was testing out some kind of orbital video camera that was being developed by the Ruhr Institute of Technology.
That boy George is ahead of his time.
And we've still got the recording here.
An orbital video camera?
Your Ring is like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, the technology is different from what they use for the orbital net. Actually, it's probably faster to just show you. Let me bring it up on the screen.
No, this is about to be cool. Let's see.
Oh, you've got pictures of it.
More than just pictures.
You got a video?
Just watch.
Amazing.
Oh, so there is drums and stuff. So, was that right? It was like a rock concert?
I know, right? It plays back images and sound at the same time. So it's like a radio and a camera combined. The quality might be a bit rough, but it really feels like you're right there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, even though I can't see shit.
It's really something else.
Oh, there we are going up.
Oh, show us. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Towa, what? Wait, first of all. Wait, that caught me off guard. I'm trying to look at everybody else. Wait, did I not call it? Wait. Did I not call it to a T? I knew they would play. Well, I can't really tell. I can't tell what Crow has. But what did I say? I think I said Crow. Did I say Crow would be on bass? Angelica would be, you know, an electric guitar, and George would be a drummer while Towa sang. Did I say that? I don't know, but they all look pretty cool. Look at George back there with his little vest on. I see him. Angelica looks pretty cool too. I wish we could see more of Crow. Towa, this is... I don't know what to say about Towa because this is it's a very different. I'm not used to this.
Isn't it cool?
Very cool. Okay, I see Crow now. Still rocking his bandana. Got a white one though.
It's called rock. It's making a splash in the music scene abroad.
Yeah, she sounded so hyped up when she said that rock part.
They use orbal audio technology to amplify guitars for it. It's a pretty bold sound, huh?
It definitely is. And, speaking of bold, how about that outfit?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's very cute though. That twin tail Towa. I know a lot of you guys love that. The twin tails.
I forgot about the outfit.
How in the world could you ever forget about this?
Don't look at that. Just focus on the performance.
This is...
No, you're so cute. Yeah, Towa killing it. You heard her? Now I want to hear the rest.
Bravo! That was incredible.
Yo, they shortchanged us. We're over here pretending like we heard shit. We only heard her say like a few things.
I wish I could have been there to see it in person.
Yeah, me too.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. So was that any help?
Help? This is exactly what I was looking for. I'm not sure if we can put together something as flashy as this.
At least we might be able to do something similar.
But we do have Elliot, and he knows his music, so I think we might have a chance.
This is what I've been saying from the start. Ever since Elliot said he wanted to do a performance. Like, why not do that? It's kind of tricky. Because we don't know how well some of the, members in our class, we don't know if they have any, music, talent to play an instrument or how long it would take them. There's probably some that have a bit of knowledge on it.
I'm glad to hear it. Crow was the one who planned all of this out, so he's the one you should ask about how to put a program like this together.
Rose over there acting like he can't help us with anything.
Angie did our choreography, and George got all the instruments together for us. I'm sure they'd help out if you asked.
I think I just might. We have to get our preparations for the festival underway.
Yeah, we don't really have too much time. And then we have a field study as well.
Oh, I put a copy of the video onto this memory quartz for you too.
A memory quartz, son. It's been a while since somebody brought up a memory quartz. Hell, I almost feel like the last time was in Crossbow. You received the memory quartz.
If you put this memory quartz into the orbital projector here, you can watch the video anytime you want. Maybe you can bring everyone from your class here and show it to them tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks for everything, Towa. I mean, I asked you for help, but you really went above and beyond. I don't really know how to thank you.
Yeah.
You're always looking out for me, Reen. It's the least I could do.
No.
Besides, I'm sure this idea will spark some lively discussion within your class. It's not a done deal yet.
No, it definitely will. And I can already hear Elliot right now.
But I'm really curious to see how things turn out.
Me too.
That was an awesome moment. I like the outfits they were rocking. That was very cool. Angelica probably had on the coolest fit. Well, that seems to have gone over well. I could see Elliot's eyes light up when I mentioned it. Of course they did. So it looks like class 1 is definitely on a play, or putting on a play. Not just any play, a full-scale classical operetta with all the trimmings. Even if an operetta is shorter than a full opera. This is Class 1 we're talking about. I'm sure they'll spare no expense on the outfits and stage design. True. If they had any more blowhards, they'd be a wind tunnel. Class 2 looks like they're gonna run with their idea of doing some kind of indoor garden. From what I heard, they want something based on the motif of the night sky. It sounds like quite the elaborate setup. Class 3 is intending to run a game room based around Blade. I heard they're planning to decorate the room like a castle and provide lessons for beginners as well as advanced matches. Huh, really? Class 4 is going to be doing an Eastern-style cafe of sorts. They're claiming you can enjoy an exotic dining experience. Not sure what they mean by Eastern style, though. Yeah, I was just about to say it. Is this blade not Eastern style? Well, my sword is technically Eastern style, I guess. But yeah, that seems like an awfully broad term. You don't really see too much stuff from the East in Erebonia. Class 5's doing something kinda different. They'll be using a training hall for some attraction they call Mishi Panic. Mishi Panic, huh? Wait, isn't Mishi the mascot of that big theme park in Crossbell? Yes, he is. From Michelin Wonderland. Except for me, you guys know me. I'm not a Mishi fan. Who am I a fan of, guys? You guys know. And if you didn't say machete, I might fuck around and Shoryuken! I hit you with one of those. Hadouken! Kind of a strange choice considering the current political climate. That is kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. I'm kind of a Mishi fan though. One time Lecter brought me back a Mishi keychain. It's pretty cool. Oh, the intelligence division never struck me as the type who would budget for souvenirs. Anyway, the captain of the riding club is intending to organize some manner of horse racing event. Officially, there's to be no gambling, but with our senior colleague involved, I'm sure their free enterprise will find a way. Hey, taking a shot at Crow. Look at him. Really, Crow? Towa's not going to like it if she finds out. Ah, come on. It's a festival. A little low-stakes fun never hurt anyone. A number of second years are planning to run stalls and many clubs are intending to put on events as well. But in terms of scale, the 5 other classes are our main competition. I've heard attendees will be able to vote on which class event they like the most, with the winner to be announced during the evening's festivities. That sounds like it's gonna make things awfully competitive. I mean, weren't you guys trying to be competitive about stuff from the start? This is the reason we're in a situation that we're in where we didn't pick anything, because you guys want to stand out. Because you're competitive. Still, it's that much more incentive to make our class contribution one to remember. Which leads us to our current problem. What do we do? I'm thinking we should avoid doing anything that would require large-scale equipment. With our numbers and the time we have to prepare, I doubt we could get it set up or even spare someone to operate it. Yeah, you make a good point. But if we take that into account, just about the only other option we have is doing something on the auditorium stage. And it's worth noting that using a stage would put us in direct competition with Class 1. We can't very well put on a production like theirs, though. We just look like copycats. Whatever we end up going with, it should be something we can all have a part in. Maybe a martial arts demonstration with a few sparring matches? No, it would probably get turned down as too dangerous. Not a bad line of thought, though. How about a cooking contest? Oh, I called Judge. Milliam, you just want to eat. Our troubles are over. I just had a visionary idea we can do with the Academy pool. Picture this. Stunning ladies in bikinis, wrestling piggyback in the pool. Come for the fights, stay for the accidental exposure. Yeah, yo, every girl on that side is about to start mean mugging Crow right now. I think not. Get out. No. Damn, you got shut down instantly. This is getting us nowhere. They all sound kind of fun though. Actually, I did find one idea I think we might be able to use. You did? Really? I bet Towa told you, huh? Yeah, she showed me the video too. I can't believe you never even mentioned it. You guys put on an amazing show. Well, I'm the lone second year here. Didn't want to rob you bright-eyed first years of your full festival experience. So what's this idea then? Did the student council president suggest something to you? Yeah, she showed me a video of a concert that she, Crow, George, and Angelica put on for last year's festival. A concert on stage with vocals? Oh, that does sound interesting. I have heard that there was one event at last year's festival that really drove the crowds wild. I've heard similar things, but I had no idea Crow was involved. Yeah, they said Crow was involved in damn near everything. Or at least he was helping out everyone. Yeah, it was pretty spur of the moment though. So it was too late for them to put us on the official poll. If folks had been able to vote for us, I don't doubt we would have ranked up right up near the top. Without seeing it for ourselves, it's difficult to say whether we'd be able to do something similar. You've got me curious though. It sounds great, let's do it! You said you saw the video, right? Can you show us too? Yeah, Towa gave me a copy of it. Let's get together during lunch tomorrow and watch it.
I can't wait to see the looks on their faces when they see it.
Yeah, cause that was crazy.
Though I imagine Towa's outfit might raise more than a few questions too.
Yeah, that was a shocker right there.
Oh, it's 9 already? Abin time should be on soon.
My favorite time. And get to listen to the lovely Misty.
I'm Misty, and this is Radio Trista.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's 9
dun.
p.m. on the 19th of the 9th month. If only I was dressed to the nines to match. It feels like we're finally getting the break we deserve from a long string of uncomfortably humid nights.
Does it?
That's right. Fall is finally here, and it's brought its cool night breezes and gentle chirping of insects with it.
True. It's been cold as hell recently.
Along with that respite, Erebonians everywhere are turning to their true autumn passions, food and sports. What do all of you out there look forward to when you realize fall's almost here? For me, it's definitely the food.
True. Can't go wrong with the food.
The crops come into season, ready for the harvest. I can only imagine how much work it has to be for all those farmers.
Yeah, when she said harvest and then she said farmer, it made me think about a game that I played when I was a kid, and I really loved it. I put so many hours into that game, and I don't think I ever played one ever since, because I kind of forgot it was a thing. But I enjoyed the hell out of Harvest Moon. What was it called? It was like Harvest Moon. Was it a Wonderful Life? A Wonderful Life or something like that. It was kind of sad though. I think I was sad when I was playing it. But what I really liked about that game when I was a kid was that, now correct me if I'm wrong if you know what I'm talking about, but I believe whenever it rained, the music, it would have no music. It would just be the rain. It was like, I don't know, it really puts you in the atmosphere of the game. I really liked that. And I might have to try to find that game. I might have to try to play that. It's just a trip down memory lane. Because I really loved it for some reason.
But I can't wait for my first roasted chestnuts of the season. It's just about time for those to start popping up too. Sure, I'll never turn down a Marron Glacé or a Mont Blanc, but roasted is the way chestnuts were meant to be. That soft, melt-in-your-mouth taste, that sweet fragrance, simply irresistible.
Yeah, you definitely love it. You're going crazy right now. You're doing a pitch sale of a lifetime.
Whoops, the director's over there giving me the stink eye. Someone hasn't eaten dinner yet, I'll bet. Anyway, fall is also known for being a season for the arts. One of the Empire's most popular cultural institutions is the opera, and no one does opera like Heimdall's famous opera house.
Yeah, I bet.
But as far as music goes, I'm a sucker for the classics. I still sing along whenever I hear The Whereabouts of Light.
The Whereabouts of Light, one of the most goated tracks of all time. If you don't think so, cut it out. Cut it out. You have no taste.
I stare in disbelief as you fade away, like a dimming star beneath the coming day.
I just think about Joshua, man.
Whoa there, almost felt like I was in my shower back home. Speaking of music, some fresh new genres have been gaining popularity lately, both at home and abroad.
She really does have a pretty voice. Though I guess you kind of have to in order to be a big opera singer like that.
Yeah, because their singing is next level. Especially because of how the music is. It's one of my favorite things to listen to in like JRPGs. Because I shit you not, I feel like almost every JRPG, not all of them, but I feel like a lot of them at least, they have a specific area, and it's usually somewhere, you know, kind of dark, kind of somewhat scary. It's like a mysterious area, and it always has like this woman singing in the background with like slight like a little bit of vocals, but it's, I don't know, it's so good. I feel like a lot of games have that. And those usually end up being my favorite tracks, man. Where like you can hear a woman singing in the background just a little bit sometimes. And then it'll go away and then it'll come back in. I love it.
I don't know if singing on the air like that is such a good idea if she's trying to keep her identity under wraps, though. We've got our practical exam coming up next week, then another field study over the weekend.
Oh boy.
Sounds like things are going to be even busier than usual. I'd better brace myself for an exhausting week.
Yep. Not to mention, we have no idea what's going to take place on this field study. But we're what? Chapter 6 now? I feel like we're really deep off into the game, so stuff's probably about to start popping off. 9:20, Monday. Everybody's favorite day. Lunch break. It's really not. Oh, got Monica, Beryl, Colette, Hugo, Becky, Rex. It's panning too fast now. Is that what you guys think? Fire, right? Whoa. That was way cool. Very impressive. That was neat. Well, it was certainly quite a technical display. But if you think we're gonna put on outfits like that and prance around on stage, you must be dreaming. Damn, Elisa? So Towa can do it, but you can't? I see. You might be the weakest link. Let me stop hating on best girl. That's semi-best girl. Well, the outfits all depend on what kind of performance we put on. Facts. Just because they did that doesn't mean we are gonna do the same exact thing. The clothes have to fit the mood and the music. Facts. You can't just do something and then you don't have the right fit that match it. Right, Crow? Yeah, we did a rock song last year. So if our outfits didn't scream rock, the whole performance would have lacked something in my opinion. Though, in my infinite wisdom, I like to point out that revealing outfits will be popular regardless of music. That's also very true. You guys! Outfits aside, it does seem like a bold concept. You would think to put on a performance like that. If we put in the time to practice, we may even compare favorably with Class 1's operetta. Well, Elliot's the music expert here. Do you think there's any chance we could put on a performance like this? Hold on. So first things first, how many of us can actually play an instrument? Thank you. He's asking the right question. This is what I've been wondering. Because I'm sure a few people have experience. I'm trying to think, did Ring say he had experience once? You learned the lute from your dad, right, Ring? Yeah. No virtuoso, but I can play as long as the music's not too complicated. A good old lute, huh? Makes you think about our favorite bar. And Elisa, you can play the violin, right? Yeah, my grandfather taught me. Gaius, you can play the sitar, what's it? Been playing it for years. I can play the piano, so with the four of us, it looks like we have our instruments covered. Guess that means we just need to work on our music and lyrics and decide who's going to be on vocals. I mean, to be fair, who says only one person has to be on vocals? Yeah, two people switching out. Or, two people up there. So yeah, it really depends on what sort of music we want to do, but I think we can pull off an impressive performance. Great. Well, when you put it that way, it doesn't sound like such a bad idea. That's true, and it seems fitting for a festival too. Sounds good to me. Yeah, let's do it! And settle down, Milliam. I swear, Milliam and Instructor Thomas, they need to be stopped. Then the matter is settled. I'm in favor too. I dread the thought of what the instructor would do if we didn't have anything decided by today. So we leave the musical responsibilities in Elliot's hands then. Yeah, I think he's in the best position to decide the style of the performance, our songs, and what we should be doing. That's okay with you, Elliot. Sure thing. I haven't spent all these years studying music for nothing. He's super ecstatic. Oh, and Crow, do you think you could give us some help with the outfits and getting a hold of the equipment we need? I'd like us to do as much of this ourselves as we can. Sure, I'll do what I can. This might be an attempt thing and all, but I am part of Class 7. So if you're going all in, I'll throw my chips in your pile. Crow. Wow, maybe I've had you pegged wrong all this time. Yeah, you say that until he says something else and then you're like, never mind. Forget what I said. So just leave those outfits in my capable hands. I'll make sure you all shine like the stars up there, especially the ladies. Well, we knew that was gonna happen at least. I take it all back. He's not even trying to hide it. We're counting on you to keep him tasteful, Rain. Damn. Right, tasteful. We got put in a shitty spot too. Down 22, practical exam. The Academy Field. First, congratulations are in order. Took you long enough, but you finally decided what to do for the festival. So you're following in Towa's footsteps and putting on a concert, huh? Have you decided what kind of music you want to do? Not exactly. We're still kind of getting things sorted. At the very least, it should be pretty easy to decide who's playing an instrument and who will be on vocals. I'm not actually sure I've ever even touched an instrument. Can't say that I have either. You'd probably need at least some rudimentary experience to play an instrument at a festival. I had the pleasure of seeing last year's concert live. They put on a real show. Reen and Crow, you two are handling all the outfits, right? You guys had that under control? Yep, we've got that shit on lockdown. Well, we've narrowed it down to the 15 most promising designs. They don't have this shit under control at all. Adio, save us all. I suppose we'll just have to rely on Ring to save us from being dressed by Crow. Honestly, I feel a little envious. If I were 5 years younger, I'd jump right up on stage with all of you and have a great old time. I mean, jump on stage anyway. Who cares, Sarah? Why are our instructors not involved in this stuff? Oh, everybody's starting hating. I hate to break it to you guys, but if there's anyone I want to see in an outfit on stage out of everyone here, it's Sarah. You guys aren't cutting the mark for me. It's Sarah 1000%. It's not even close. Hey, what are you looking at me like that for? Instructor? How old are you again? Aren't you in your mid-20s? Even if you were 5 years younger, graduation would still be years behind you. Hush you. That might be so, but I'm sorry, guys. She looks better than all of you right now. If she a younger Sarah? Sarah probably looked at like so much cooler than all of us here when she was, you know, their age. For us ladies, everything up to the mid-20s is just a warm-up, and men, they're like fine wines, better with age. Sarah likes her older men. I'm not sensitive about it, really. This is just another valuable life lesson that is my duty as your instructor to impart. Sarah, I'm on your team. Honestly, I'm actually even further above you on your team. I'm rooting for women that are like closer to 50, 40, 48, 40. I don't care, bro. Team older woman. I don't care. Team older women. Sarah's really young in my opinion, if they're saying she's mid-20s. As a guy in my 20s, yeah, I think Sarah is pretty young still. My idea of older women is, even when I was 17 and 18 like them, my definition of an older woman was still someone that was like 30, mid-30s, 40. Women in their 20s, I was like, yeah, they're older, but they also still look like kids. Like, I can't tell you how many times people say I look like a kid. I'm like, dude, I'm a grown-ass man. Let it be like that. Sometimes you just have a youthful face, even with facial hair. Anyway, as much as I'm looking forward to the festival, that's not why we're here today, are we? Not only do you have no field study next month, it looks like you're off the hook as far as practical exams goes too. So since this will be our last practical exam for a while, I figured I'd crank up the challenge a couple of notches. Oh boy, why does this not sound pleasing at all? Oh, the run back. Well, for us it is. You guys didn't have to fight her, but I think it was us, Nareen, Machias, and Uses, right? Wait, are you saying... Are you going to serve as our opponent? Bingo. Just think of it as a long-awaited second round of May's exam. If you want to get back at me, now's your chance, but you better bring it, because I'm not going to go easy on you. Alright, Ring. Pick 2 for your team because you're up first. You're saying I can pick 2 for my team? Anyone? Any 2? I hate to break it to you guys, but if we all gotta fight Sarah, you guys are screwed because I'm taking the strongest heavy-hitting one. I'm taking my OG team, man. Got it. Come on, Laura. Laura Elliott. Yeah, that's the squad right there. Unfortunately, though, I am going to call this part because it's getting extremely long. So I will see you next time when we beat the brakes off of Instructor Stare. Take care.